free wins with this awesome Baron Rush build. Now, we're going to be pushing to 2k rating with Baron Rivendare today. Now, what's going to be incredible is that I finally have enough time to sit down and do this. Now, the build I have here currently is Baron Rivendare himself, obviously. The talent I'm using is Chill of the Grave, summon skeletons instead of warriors. Then we got our awesome Necromancer, which also has some nice abilities here with his Jewel Skull's talent, summoning mages instead of skeletons as well. We got the Abomination. We got the explosive Whelpling eggs. Now, let me tell you, these are my favorite units currently in the game. We also got the Dark Spirit Troll with the Dark Voodoo, which allows him to heal over time. We also have Blizzard because we all know Lichkins need to have that frosty power. Now, with that being said, we also have the Dark Iron Miner to help us secure the middle ground and get those resources a lot easier. What I also like about this build is the fact that we're able to pressure our enemies, and we have a very tanky unit in the Abomination that also is able to hook in enemies that are ranged and instantly destroy them, giving us a very versatile kit right now so we can control the map and slowly whittle away our enemies, or as you see right here, they give up and we're pressuring them to end it right here, giving us a free win, which I will take. And the reason I'm taking this because this road to 2k is going to happen today, and I only really have an hour to play. I know I said a lot of time, but I only have an hour. I never really get to play this as long as I want to. Now, with that being said, we're facing off against another Baron Rivendare, and he has the talents. He also has Pyromancer, which is interesting. Now, we're getting the middle ground to get those resources. He's collecting his personal node resources. That's something to take in mind. I'm easily going to be able to push on the left-hand side simply because of the Abomination. He's going to pull in that Pyromancer, no worries. We're going to drop Blizzard because I actually was not expecting him to also have the Gargoyle, so I have to figure out how to deal with that. We do have the right-hand side pushing just a little bit because the Dark Iron Miner is acting as a tank with the Necromancer and the free skeleton mages that are being spawned right there. We do get rid of the nice Gargoyle that the enemy had sent to us to pressure us. The enemy now uses his Blizzard, which is quite interesting, so he is also down a spell for now. So we're going to look to collect resources right here. I don't know why I dropped my miner there. I meant to drop him in the middle. I did not mean to switch the arrows. Oh no. There goes my poor Dark Spirit Troll, but that's okay. That safe pilot is going to do nothing to my Abomination right here. Actually, he does survive, which I actually really like. So I dropped those whelp eggs a little too far because, as you can see, the safe pilot is blasting him away, but I'm pressuring the right-hand side so well with my Necromancer right there, and my Dark Iron Miner keeps acting as a small tank while I'm also spawning in some nice mages from my base, which allows me to add so much pressure. He's already at half health, which he's probably worrying how he's going to be able to turn this around. I'm really excited today. Getting to 2k seems like the right thing to do. Imagine if they added the Lich King as a commander in the game. That would be perfection. Now, we are clearing out the left-hand side, or at least holding it off is what I should say. Now, by watching the unit composition of my enemy, I already know I don't really have to fare too much for what he has, so that's why I'm not really placing too many tanks on the right-hand side, sorry. We also got eliminated by that Blizzard. That is one of the downfalls of having soft units in your kit. Now, those Whelplings are coming in handy, literally stalling and being able to wipe him out, generally speaking. Now, he has a lot of resource deficit right now. He's not having a lot of resources in the bank, which means I can take advantage of that. And as you can see, Baron Rivendare holding it off. We're doing damage and split pushing where we can. Now, I know I could funnel them all down one avenue, but the reason I don't want to do that is simply because I know the enemy has Blizzard and Pyromancer. That AoE is going to destroy me as well as Safe Pilot. So we're going to drop down some Whelp Eggs. I think I timed it right this time, and that should explode perfectly right there, eliminating the Safe Pilot and the Mage. And we have our little mages rolling in on the right-hand side to do a little bit of chunk damage, and that Gargoyle is going to be destroyed easily by those free units. We also have the Dark Spirit Troll, who's literally throwing 6 and destroying enemies. We got the nice Dark Iron Miner dropping those bombs there. Our enemy's going to get one. Oh, no, he's not. The Dark Spirit Troll said, nope, not today, dude. Now, we dropped the Abomination on the right-hand side since we know the Dark Spirit Troll can technically solar on the left hand, and that means we're going to have a very nice tank on the right-hand side, dropping Baron Rivendare since I wasn't expecting the Safe Pilot, but I should have. Safe Pilot is such a good choice overall in a lot of the games. I just don't think it stands really well for Wrathy Basin completely compared to other maps, or well, the only other map we really had is Alteric Valley. So, yeah. With that being said, we are holding off Very Knights on the left-hand side, and we do have a nice group going on the right-hand side. We have Blizzard. We're probably going to use it here. Yeah, I think I should use it just to drop it down. I kind of missed my mark. I was supposed to also get those 2 mages in the back, but that's okay. At least we're doing damage to the base, and we're slowly whittling him away. He's not able to keep up with the amount of damage that's happening to him. Is he going to be able to counter right now what's happening to his secondary base? I'm not 100% sure. We got eliminating on his Pyromancer right there with those beautiful Whelp Eggs. We do have the Dark Spirit Troll. This could be it right here for him, and we're doing some damage, whittling him away away, and I don't think he's going to be able to come back right here no matter what he does, and it's going to be GG. Yes, and it looks like it, which is another victory on the road to 2K. We're almost there, guys. We are almost there. I started this off with 1600 rating on Baron Rivendare because what I normally do is I play a little bit each day, and then, I switch on to another character and play that character for another day. So I'm giving every character a little bit of time. Now we have a Tyrion forging build, which is quite interesting. We're going to drop some whelp eggs right here. Hopefully they eliminate that griffin, since that's the only unit we really have to worry about. The whelps have nothing to fear from those tanky units right there, and the abomination acting as a perfect tank. Now the dark patrol going on the left hand side. We dropped the dark iron miner right behind his base because I thought it would be really nice to drop some proxy bombs. I don't know what happened there. My English just went off. Now, his Dark Patrol most likely may be able to end me off there. I didn't get the Blizzard off in time. That's totally okay. So we got the Blizzard with the Baron Riven there, and he's going to be able to take this tower. No, he's not. That actually sucks. I thought he was going to be able to. Hopefully, these whelp eggs explode, giving us enough damage to take it. I'm not 100% sure, and they don't. Okay then, so he saves his base right there, and we're kind of reset overall. So we're going to try to collect some resources. We have 2 proximity bombs right there going down. I think I'm going to look to see where no, you know what? I'm going to wait for his units to clump up a little more, and then I'm going to drop Abomination right here, who's going to hook in and destroy. He doesn't really have to worry about anything right there, especially range. That's what I really like about the Abomination, is his massive hook. However, I will say, he is very useless at certain times when you're going up against air units because, I mean, he can't hit air. Could you imagine if he did? He'd be the most overpowered character in the game currently. Also, when it comes to the Chimera, I've seen it a couple times in game. It's a very interesting unit. I don't know if I'd use it myself, but I would like to get it. That's my goal for the PvP. Because sadly, I wasn't able to get Sylvanas. I could have bought her in the shop, but I'm trying not to buy anything because I don't really want to spend money. So my whole goal is to play a little bit every day and kind of grow my account. As you've seen from day one, you realize that I finally got talents, and the talents for these units make such a huge difference, not just in PvP, but also in PvE as well. I've been able to complete a lot more heroics by myself, and I feel so great about that. So he does have a massive contingent there. We're going to drop the Whelpling bombs right here in the center because we want to get rid of that Dark Spare Troll, and now they're freely going to be able to cast their little fireballs, destroying the enemy. Sadly, that Griffin Rider is there, so we had to place the Dark Spare Troll behind. The Abomination is doing a fantastic job. He's going to hook in that range and eliminate him right here. He's doing great. We also have that free, nice mage right there, and we're going to get rid of that sky unit, which is the Griffin, dropping the Necromancer on the right hand side. I don't think that was the best unit to play there. I just watched, but we were able to eliminate this safe pilot, which means it actually worked out in our favor, and the Necromancer still at full health. So we're going to drop the Dark Iron Mine to collect some resources in the middle. Again, dropping these Whelplings to add some extra damage as they get blown there. Perfect. And I think we may be able to get the tower here as he spent his little resources to summon his Dark Patrol on the right-hand side. And one more. Come on. Yes, perfect. But we now have to get rid of that. So we're going to use Blizzard. We don't want to have to worry about getting back that tower right now. We finally got it with the split push, which is what I love about this build. It's constant pressure. I don't know another build that's so much pressure besides Murkai. Now, Hogger can be really deadly as well, don't get me wrong. So we're going to look to put the Whelp Eggs right there, but the Dark Iron Miner with the tower is more than enough to deal with that Tauren Warrior, and this is going to be the last pushes on Humps. Humps is the enemy player's name, by the way. Now, as I said, I think we need about maybe 4 more wins, 4 or 5 more wins, maybe to get to 2K. It really depends, because if we do lose something, we do have to, reset and get another win. So we're on our way right now, and we're doing some nice damage to those units on the left-hand side. That's a lot of resources he spent right there, but we have a nice contingent. He's using his safe pilot, which does eliminate a lot of the mages right there, but we were able to recover, and he does have his Dark Spare Troll. But look at that. We're coming in from the left-hand side, dropping the Blizzard, hopefully getting rid of his Troll right here. We do, and the nice sticks coming out from our Dark Spare Troll coming in, hitting that base. Boom. Boom, and there we go, victorious. Right now, we're on a really nice winning streak, so if you want to push to 2K and you have this build, I would recommend using it. It's going to be super strong. However, I had some free-to-play builds in the past that got very close to 2K, but, I mean, I like to experiment very often. So with that experiment comes me deranking some of my characters in PvP, and that's totally okay. Interesting choice for this Tyrion build. He's going with those Knights from Stormwind. Now, I'll be very honest with you. They're nice, but I don't think they're that great for PvP. As you can see, those Whelplings immediately just to hit them from the sky. Since those Knights are very sturdy, they can't really do anything, on the ground when they have sky units attacking them. Plus, they're easily slowed. Another thing to say, I personally prefer the Horde Grunts over those Knights because the Horde Grunts are tanky. Plus, they're kind of crazy with the way they whack things. 2 Abominations going at it. Now, sadly, I did not expect him to hit my troll there, but I should have in hindsight, so that was probably bad on my part. So we're going to drop some whelplings here just to do some extra damage because we want our abomination to come up on top, just so we don't have to place more units to deal with that abomination. He's coming in with a safe pallet. He might actually win that. Now we have 2 abominations on the field, and his Huntress is completely useless. That's one of the things I love. Since Huntress is such a very powerful character overall, having the abomination, the hooker, and an eliminator makes it beautiful. Now the middle ground is mine. If he sends any miner there, any weak unit, they're going to be immediately destroyed as those proxy bombs are literally getting bigger and bigger. So we're going to drop the whelplings there just for a little extra damage. Boom, boom. Now, in hindsight, dropping those whelplings was actually a complete waste. I should have saved them for a different scenario. We do have a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot, a little bit of damage coming out on the right-hand side as the abomination at least made it to hit him with 1 cleave before becoming eliminated. Now, we do have the left-hand side with these knights, but again, these knights aren't really a worry on my personal part. Dropping the abomination, as you can see, you need to know when to switch up. So when I'm split pushing, the abomination completely goes on a different lane by himself because he's so strong, and I use my necromancer to literally back up my other units or just to split push by himself. The Necromancer and the Dark Spiritual are really great units that I personally like, and the Dark Spiritual is able to solo a lane by himself uncontested. The Necromancer can do it as well, however the Necromancer is very squishy in my opinion. We also have Baron Rivendare to come out as a tank. Now if I was to add Quillbore, it would be nice, it would drop a tank, but that's not really what I want here, and I really like the ability to literally pressure your enemies with the free mages on the map. My Dark Spiritual is going to more than be enough to take this. I dropped Baron Rivendare just in case, but I saw my enemy place the Abomination, which means he's down some resources right now. It works out in our favor. Now, the enemy did get rid of Baron Rivendare, and we do get rid of his Dark Spiritual. That was the little worry right there. So we do split push again in another game, getting the tower. So you're seeing the real strength of this build. You just have to know which sides you want to place your units and pressure them down slowly. You're not really trying to one-shot them in 60 seconds. Your goal is to literally pressure them so much they make mistakes that they cannot recover from it. Now, as you can see, we're finally on the base. He has no other avenue to either collect resources, so he's going to struggle in this deficit. Now, Tyrion Forging overall, I haven't really used them in Arathi Basin yet, so I'm trying to figure out a build that will work, I guess, because it's really interesting to see that he is unable to hold up against a lot of the other PvP builds, and that's totally fine. Right now, I'm trying to work on a Grommash build because I think Grommash is really cool. I finally got 3 stars for him, hoping to get the talent where he literally can get the mirror images. I have this idea for this crazy build and video idea that I want to try. Now, in this matchup, let's see if we can come out on top again. I think this may be the last matchup before we hit 2K because we're actually on a very nice win streak right now. So if we come out on top here, this should be it. So as you can see here, we're starting off with our Necromancers on our right-hand side, and they're doing some nice frosty damage. I have this weird mage build that I have in Season of Discovery for World of Warcraft right now. It's really interesting, and one day I'll start to make World of Warcraft videos as well for the channel to show you guys it. I think it's doing decent in PvP, but mages do need a buff. But let's stick back here to Warcraft Rumble right now. So we actually have more mages on that side than I was expecting. That is really nice to see, and we're collecting resources up right here. I'm trying to contemplate because this is a perfect opportunity to split burst. So that's what I'm going to do. The Dark Spectral and the Baron Rivendare, my commander coming out, and I'm dropping another Necromancer since he's unable to counter. It seems like this is going to work. This game might end fast, giving us the 2K rating, and then we get to hit a game for the first time at 2K rating to see if we can come out on top. And there we go, another massive contingent of enemy personal frost mages. I don't know why I said enemy there, but yeah, we're coming out doing some massive damage to him right here. He's not keeping up. We also have the Dark Iron Miner joining in. He didn't even get a swing off. I will forgive him. It's not that easy right there. So since the Necromancer on the right-hand side is working, I think it was like the first or second game we were doing the same strategy. I'm just going to keep placing them down there and watch them do their thing. Now, obviously, I could end it off if I probably put Baron Riven there right there, or the Whelp. Actually, I'm going to place the Whelp eggs right here. There it is. You see that little glitch right there? When you place units on this map, you have to worry about that. That sucks. I've had that happen to me a couple times, costing me some games, but I was playing other characters. But I mean, you know what I mean? That sucks because his Baron Riven there didn't even get a chance to go in and defend his base. Bad placement. It sucks. Now, with that being said, we are coming out here on top, and I think this should be it. We could be hitting 2K on Baron Rivendare in under an hour. Thankfully, yes, we did. And now we're actually at level 5. I did not know it goes up to another level there. I just saw, I got 400 free gold, which I'm going to try to save up to hopefully get a nice talent to drop in the shop. So we're going up against level 5, and it's going to be a Thanatos. Oh, I'm saying that really wrong. I know that. But the Blood Mage, that's his name. He's a really nice character overall who levels up with his spells that are played. Now, overall, I haven't really gotten a build that works for him. I've tried. Oh no, my poor Abomination. He's getting wrecked by those harpies. I can't really do anything to save him. He's already too gone in health-wise. So we're going to have to come out here and deal with this. I wonder if his arrow's up or he's coming in for my secondary base. We're going to... No, it seems like he's coming for my secondary base. Ooh, that's mass AoE. Actually, I wasn't expecting that. I messed that up real bad. Okay, so we're going to drop Whelp Eggs right here. It should be enough, and we eliminate that whole little contingent there. Okay, that's nice, and we're half healthing his secondary base, which works out in our favor right there. The Dark Spirit Troll is actually doing a lot more damage than I thought. He held his own while getting slammed by a giant mountain. That is incredible. He has to be the MVP for the game. Okay, so we have to deal with another set of enemies coming up there. Thankfully, those Whelp Eggs always coming in handy. I also got the really nice talent with the dragon. I don't think it's the dragon unit, but it's the dragon unit that flies by himself. He poops out eggs consistently on the map. I got that the other day too, and I feel really great about it. I'm trying to get a Baron, not a Rend Black Hen build going with that. It's a little confusing. I'm mixing up my words a lot as we're coming down to this, because after this matchup, I will feel accomplished. We have reached 2K and we have won our first match, maybe. Even if we lose, we still reached 2K in under an hour, which I'm glad, because that's all the time I really had to play anyways. Are we going to get that tower? Oh, that is awesome. And he wipes out the rogues, man. The Dark Spirit Troll, man, you know what? That is my favorite unit right now. The Dark Spirit Troll is my favorite unit. I'm taking it back with the Whelp Eggs. That unit is incredible. We got rid of the enemy commander right there, no worries, and we got his tower, so we're going to be able to secure those resources, no worries. Oh yes, this is working out so wonderful. But that's one of the issues I had with the Blood Mage build, is simply the fact that you're relying on your spells a lot, but you need to have, you know, the ability to heal him, because once he takes damage, even when you have the Drain Life ability, which I do have, it doesn't really heal as much as you think. So I think a build with him, probably add the Shaman to it and get the armored trait maybe. I think that will work out really nice for the Blood Mage. Now, I think this is going to be GG here, which has me really excited that we're coming out on top here. Let's see, we're going down. We're doing some damage to the base on both sides, also having Blizzard. Oh yes, watch that health wither away. Watch it tick away. Now, if you do try this build, let me know how it was in the comment section below. I would love to hear how you were able to fend off your enemies and destroy them. And I'm going to show you guys right here. I finally got it. I'm super happy about this. I'm going to end the recording when I show you guys I got it, because I am super excited to learn more as we get higher in the PvP ranking. Silver Strategist 3, I'm obviously going to derank from that in a little bit when I try other builds. But that's it for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.